What's going on, guys? It's UrAvgConsumer, and today we're gonna be talking about some holiday gifts. It's pretty late, but there's always people who need last-minute gift ideas, and I'm here to help you out with the tech side of things. So today we're gonna be checking out some really inexpensive tech gifts. Could be some stocking stuffers, or maybe you just want to get some gifts for some people who might not be that important. I don't know. But if you don't want to spend a lot of money, I got your back. So we're gonna start this off with one of my favorite things ever, life changer for me, and that's the Apple AirTag. Now, a lot of you have heard of this, but for those of you who aren't familiar, this thing will help you track down items that you might have misplaced, maybe a purse, a backpack, your keys. So with this, you pretty much can use the Find My app, and this allows you to find the items that you have AirTags with. And if you're trying to track something down, you can do a couple of things. You can either make it play a sound, like that, or if that's not working for you, you just wanna know exactly where it is, you can use the Find option, and with this, it'll pretty much point you in the direction of whatever it is you are looking for until you find it. So if you know a super forgetful person, you can pick one of these up. They've got them in singles, or I think like 4 packs Apple sells them in. And they've got some really cool accessories built around them from different manufacturers. So check this out. This thing I found over on Amazon from Elevation Lab. So you can basically throw your AirTag inside of here, and you can throw this thing in your wallet. Now I have a different version, but you can pretty much treat these like a card, throw it into one of your card spots, and boom. You don't have to worry about that weird bulge, and you can make your wallet a lot easier to find. Definitely worthwhile. And if that person happens to misplace their keys a lot, they've got little key holders that you can get, put it on your key ring, boom, nice and easy to track down. And there's a special one here. This is a stick-on. So you can pretty much attach this. It has adhesive in the back. You can peel this off, pretty much stick it to anything, and it'll make it trackable. So this is really cool for things like, I'm not ashamed to say it, I misplace my Switch a lot. So I've got one right here. This is what the AirTag came from. My Switch has this AirTag right here, so whenever I'm looking for it, I know I can find it. Like I said, you can put it on anything, and it's absolutely worth it. These are all really inexpensive pieces, makes a really, really great gift or stocking stuffer. So next up, we've got this guy right here. This is the Philips One electric toothbrush. Now, is it offensive to give someone a toothbrush for Christmas? Like, yo, dog, get to brushing. But no, this is actually a really great gift. It's super inexpensive. I think you can get this for less than 20 bucks. It's an electric toothbrush. You've got that motor. I personally use Philips as the brand for my electric toothbrush. But this is a great gift if you want to get an electric toothbrush and you don't want to spend a lot of money, especially if maybe they travel, because this thing comes with a travel case that you can just kind of throw it in there, close it up, seals it nice and easy. So it's great for taking around. And what's also great is that you can remove the head if you need to. So you don't need to go and buy a completely new one. You just get a replacement head, throw it on top, and you're pretty much good to go. Now, this isn't on the expensive side, so you don't get things like app support. If you want that kind of thing where the app tells you where you're brushing and you need all that information, you want, I don't know, some really clean teeth, then you might want to get one of the more expensive options. This is a budget video, but I'll include the more expensive ones that I've used down below in the description as well, just so you guys can get other options if you want. And it pretty much guides you to how long you need to be brushing your teeth. So it has that vibration in there to let you know when you're done. And it's rechargeable. It's got a 30-day recharge time, uses USB Type-C. It's exactly what you would want from today's products. Super cheap, makes a great stocking stuffer. Carl, I'm gonna get you one. All right, guys, so next up, we've got something interesting. We got something, well, I was gonna say for the kids. Doesn't have to be for the kids though. This is not just any Rubik's Cube. This is Rubik's Connected. Excuse me, you might be wondering, what the heck is that? How can you connect a Rubik's Cube? There's actually a lot of different things you can do with an app. So this Rubik's Cube comes with app support, and you might be wondering, like, what can you do with app support exactly? Well, there's a few different things. So there's Quick Timer. So this will basically let you know how long it takes you to solve the cube. I have no idea how to solve a cube, so this thing is gonna go into the hours. So you can track your speed with that. Maybe you're experienced and you just wanna know how fast you can do it. Just do it here, and as soon as you solve it, it'll let you know how long it took you. It also has a solver, which, you guys, It's kind of wild. So me not knowing how to solve a Rubik's Cube, it'll basically tell you how to do it. You can see it'll guide you which direction to move the cube in. All right, so I do up, up. Oh, nope, too much. Bam, nope.
Wait, that's cheating. Like, you're doing really bad.
I know, right?
It's coming together.
How long was that? Doesn't matter. But if you just want to reset your Rubik's Cube, you can use the solver to do that. And here it gives you all kinds of stats so that you can see if you're improving, you can see over time if you're getting better, and you can even go against other people. I think there's leaderboards and stuff in here. And it's inexpensive, so it makes a really great gift if you want to give this to a young one, but this is cool. I like this a lot. And next up, we've got some earbuds. So these right here are the Soundcore Life A2. Now, in a world where there are AirPods Pro, Galaxy Buds, all these different kind of earbuds, the Sonys of the world, that cost like, $100, $200, possibly $300, depending on how high quality you want your buds. It's nice to see that there are some pretty good options out there that are like around $50, $60. Now, these are a solid pair of earbuds. They've got these little wingtips to help them stay in place in the ear. So you can double tap to pause it, and I think you can change the settings within the app to how you want the earbuds to behave when you double tap them. But yeah, these are solid. They come with an app, so you can control different things. These also have active noise cancellation as well as a transparency mode. The sound quality is pretty solid. Not to mention, they have pretty solid battery life. On a single charge, you can get 7 hours of usage, and altogether you get 35 with the charging case. So it's a pretty decent amount. And of course, it uses USB Type-C to charge in the back. But with these, you get some pretty solid sound quality. You get that app support, active noise cancellation, usually not features you expect to see on something that you can get around 50 to 60 bucks. So I definitely think this is worth it if you're not trying to spend like over 100 on some earbuds. Now, the next one for me is a pretty fun one. We've got this GameSir X3 gamepad that we actually got in a recent massive tech unboxing, and I kind of like it. Now, as you guys can see here, I have a smartphone hooked up to this. Unfortunately, this is Android only since it uses USB Type-C, but you can just pop your phone in here and go like that. And even with like this really weird camera bump, it still holds on to the phone really well thanks to the grips on the side. Now, I like the fact that it plugs in directly to the smartphone. That way you're not having to worry about like a Bluetooth connection or anything. Now, what I also like about the X3 is the buttons feel good. They have like this little click to it. So it's got that nice tactile feel, and you can just play your Xbox or PlayStation using the cloud streaming services right from your phone in a very comfortable way. I was even able to play Apex Legends on here. You guys, if you know me, you know that's my game. And it wasn't that bad. Like, I expected the latency to be like unplayable. I thought it wasn't gonna be possible. But I was able to play with no problem. So if we were to go into our crazy looking equipment closet right now, so we've got the game, we've got the Xbox, and it's pretty much instant. So if I wanted to go into a fight,
Single player.
Oh yeah, single player game, absolutely. Like, you've got no excuses. You can play this no problem. So not only can you play the regular mobile games, but if you've got like an Xbox or a PlayStation, you can do those remote play games here as well and still feel like you're actually playing on the console. Now, what's also cool is, as you might have noticed, there's like a fan over here. So it'll keep your system cool so you can have better performance while you're playing. But yeah, even this, you can find under $100. I think I saw it on Amazon for like 89 or something like that. It's pretty inexpensive, and it gives you a really cool way to play your console from pretty much anywhere. So I know this is a budget list, and this is a little bit more expensive, but hear me out. It's pretty budget friendly for what it is. So what we've got right here is the Sony ZV-1F. So this is pretty much Sony's dedicated vlogging camera. If you're on a bit of a budget, but you still want to get somebody into the world of vlogging, this is going to be a really solid option. So this will of course shoot in 4K. What's nice about it is that not only do you have the screen in the back that's touchscreen, but it pops out so you can go ahead and you can see yourself. You get access to a slow motion mode as well. So if you want to do like some really cool looking slow-mo shots for your intro or something, you'll be able to pull that off with this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty simple camera, but everything that you would need is pretty much here. So this has a built-in microphone that actually sounds pretty good. Carl is over here. And we've also got J. And this is what we're gonna see. We're gonna see how the quality looks here. If you're wondering what this crazy fuzzy thing is, this comes with it, and you can actually throw this thing on top. So if you're outdoors and you're shooting and there's some like crazy wind passing, this is going to help reduce the wind noise so that the microphone will only pick up your voice.
Yo, this is what the internal mic sound like. And it's raining, so I hope it doesn't mess up with the sound.
But if you want to change up the mic, you can actually throw an external mic on right here. It has a jack for that. So if you want to do a little bit more, you can pop this thing out, throw a mic right on top here with the cold shoe mount, and you're able to have a even better setup if you want it. Now, when it comes to actually shooting with this, you get some pretty good video quality. I'm really impressed with what I was able to get out of here. Doing a little color grading and editing, I got some really nice looking shots. So I'm not mad at the quality that you get here at all. One thing that I also really like is that it has autofocus, not only with the face, but it has eye tracking as well. So it makes it a little bit easier to track because it's focusing on your eye. So I find that to be really useful with Sony's cameras. And they even have a feature where you're able to show a product to the camera and have it focus on it directly without having to do that weird hand behind the product thing from back in the day. It's definitely a useful feature, especially if the person wants to make videos about products. Sony has pretty much mastered video when it comes to these cameras, especially for the internet. It's around 500 bucks, so it's like a little bit more expensive considering everything else has been under 100. But like I said, for a decent camera, you could easily spend over 1,000 bucks if you wanted. The bigger brother, I think, is like 700. I'll also have that link below. So I absolutely think that this is a good buy. And next up, we've got this little guy over here. This is the Razer Siren Mini. It's a USB condenser microphone. And it's only like, it's less than 40 bucks currently on Amazon. And you'd be surprised at how good the audio sounds from it. And here's a quick sample of the audio quality of the Razer Siren Mini. And I gotta say, for the price, I've got no complaints. So, I mean, this is pretty simple. If you know somebody who's like trying to get into streaming, maybe they want to start their own streaming setup, or if somebody has a lot of video calls that they do for work, from working from home, this is absolutely going to be really helpful if they're using something like the internal microphones from their webcam or their computer. And what I like about this microphone is that it's really compact, small, looks really clean. You can adjust the way you want the mic to be positioned. Also, you can remove this part. And if you wanted to go ahead and put this on like a boom arm, you can go ahead and do that. And honestly with this, I just like the quality that you get considering the price. Less than 40 bucks, sounds good, it's nice and clean. Just feels like a really good option for someone who wants to do streaming or if they're doing a lot of video calls. But that's it, you know? Now this is just some stuff that we had for those of you on a budget, but if you want to get something a bit more mainstream, cost a bit more, I have some of my favorite picks down below in the description. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you found it useful. I know it's a little late, but you know, those last minute gifts, I see a lot of these things can get overnighted on Amazon, so get to it. But that about wraps it up, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be the cool guy, girl that gives this video a thumbs up. But till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.